Stage, one culture, one pride. Witness the power of tradition, arts, and culture reimagined. This is Mr. Pampanga 2026 Local Costume Competition. Angeles City, R.J. Perkins. Designer, Santino Rivera. Tres Fiestas des Angeleños. This costume is a tribute to Angeles City's rich heritage and deep-rooted cultural and religious traditions, highlighted by its three major feasts: Santo Angel Custodio, Our Lady of the Most Holy Rosary of Lanaval, and Our Lord of Mercy. Apolid, Manuel Mendoza. Designer, Emil J. Cortez. This costume is inspired by the fluvial parade and colorful banderitas of the Apong Iru 3-day fiesta celebration, honoring the patron saint of the fishermen. The headdress and arm props are made of pinukpok or pampabande, a craftsmanship that Apoliteños are truly proud of. More than just a costume, it symbolizes a strong dedication to faith and rich cultural tradition of Apoliteños that has lasted for generations up to the present. Viva! Viva! Apong Iru! Arayat, Christian Canco. Designer, Sid Montalban de Reed. Aring Sinujuan. Clad in radiant white and burnished gold, he emerges as Haring Sinujuan, a vision of purity and power reborn. From the majestic Mount Arayat, the heart of Pampanga, his presence flows like light through river, wind, and stone. Each gleaming detail echoes ancient whispers of spirit that guard and warriors that once stood unshaken. He is both legend and living flame, a timeless king whose story crowns the soul of Pampanga. In brilliance he stands bright, a king who's beacon and bearer of light, Arayat! Bacolor. Edsel Nicdao, designer Leo Crocker. Bacolor Unbroken. This striding costume features ash-colored armor and glowing cracks that represent the devastating lahar that once swept through the region. It also pays tribute to the resilient San Guillermo Church, which famously stood its ground while partially buried in lahar, where people walk barefoot to remember their journey through the mud. Every detail of this costume tells the story of a heritage that refused to be washed away by the relentless blows of nature's fury. Rising from the ashes, no amount of lahar can ever dim your color. Bacolor! Candaba, Zion Rensil Agulto, designer Darwin Reyes. Ibon Ebon. This costume is inspired by the vibrant Ibon Ebon Festival of Candaba, celebrating the abundance of migratory birds and fresh duck eggs that sustain the community. It reflects the harmony between nature and people, where wetlands become the sanctuary of life and livelihood. The intricate details symbolize feathers, nests, and richness of Candaba's natural resources. It honors the hard work of locals who preserve this thriving ecosystem through generations. A celebration of life, nature, and culture, proudly rising from the heart of Candaba! Florida Blanca, Theodore Algren Concepcion, designer Marie Linoy of JML Creations. Flor de Blanca, the white bloom of Pampanga, representing the heritage of Florida Blanca, a name born from the Spanish words Florida Blanca, meaning white flower. This costume embodies purity, grace, and timeless beauty. Like a blossom kiss of morning light, it reflects a town where history flourishes in fields of radiant white. Adorned with petals, pearls, and flowing elegance, it symbolizes a spirit of community rooted in culture and pride. Ikaing dangal ning balen, tune kang pinagpala, Florida Blanca! Guagua, Edward Santos, designer Rambo Alarcon. Wonders of Wawa, The local costume is carefully and intricately framed out by Dukit. This costume also symbolically preserves the traditional process including pamagsadya, pamaglagari, pamanyipit, pamandukit, and pamanapil. Accompanying the carved legacy is the visual poetry in the symbolic presence and representation of Gitara. The portrayal would not be complete without the chicharon. These captivate everyone through its colors and taste, which constantly reminds every Kapampangan that culture is tasted and valued as much as it's seen. Above all this is the spiritual artistry where its heart stands tall through La Immaculada Concepcion. Together, all these elements and aspects, Dukit, Chicharon, Gitara, at Immaculada frame out not just a product which is worn, it's a symbolic fabric which is lived and loved by many. It's a costume encompassing artistry, creativity, flavor, and faith. Sumulong ka, Gua-Gua! Lubao, Dalton Leroy Mendoza, designer Patrick Isuranda, Labuning Lubao, soaring like town's vibrant hot air balloons. This costume celebrates heritage, creativity, and community pride. It features a balloon-inspired backpiece that symbolizes Lubao's identity as a festival host and its growing global recognition. The costume's body is inspired by the Kapampangan Pidayat tradition of stitching fabric scraps together, reflecting resilience, unity, and resourcefulness. With every movement, it comes alive as a tribute to culture and tradition reimagined. Kaya tunay na kempuso at intapang aalang kapante at king langit susulagpoing si kanang podangyal, tunay kang wow, Lubao! Mabalacat City, Jerry Busa, designer Kevin Kayanan. Matning Sikanan, ing aslag ng Haring Karagan. This ensemble embodies Matning Sikanan, a resounding strength that echoes across centuries of heritage and radiates the aslag, the celestial brilliance blooming from the very heart of our Aita roots. This masterpiece celebrates the vibrant pulse of Mabalacat City, blending the delicate artistry of the Kapampangans with the raw, legendary power of the founding chieftain Haring Karagan. The attire in general captures the essence of local heritage by blending natural textures with bold, traditional, and ancestral colors. Dalaing kasaysayan ang makaukit king balat at tune ing haring ating pusong tapat. Tune kang sikat, Mabalacat! Makabebe, Axel Hero Hipolito, designer Marie Linoy of JML Creations. Berberoka, Bantay Ilog, representing the rich folklore of Makabebe. This costume draws inspiration from the mythical Berberoka, guardian of rivers and master of playful deception. In shades of emerald and gold, it mirrors the wetland's pulse, where every ripple hides a story untold. With marionette strings and web wings, he moves with cunning grace and bold control. A living legend of water and wit, where strength and mischief perfectly unfold. Balenas ng mapanlinlang kalupaning Berberoka, king likas sa kayamanan at kultura. Memale na tune makyabe, Makabebe! Magalang, Samuel Charles Suri, designer Kevin Kayanan. Kamamaru, rising from the fertile heart of Magalang is the Kamaru Alaya, a masterpiece inspired by the Piestang Kamaru. This costume honors the humble mole cricket, a local delicacy that symbolizes our town's resilience and live toward progress under the guidance of Saint Bartolome the Apostle. Its velvet fabric reflects the richness of traditions, while the delicate laces represent the unity of our community. The wooden beads symbolize the strength of the farmers, while the artificial beads and shining rhinestones reflect growth, hard work, and the prayers of our people. This is the shimmering soul of Piestang Kamaru, Metong King Pamanyulong, Magalang Amalagu, Luluksok ang progreso, umusbong ka, magalang! Masantol, Josh Gonzalez. Designer, Kevin Kayanan. Talangka, from the fertile banks of the Pampanga River, the Talangka Festival reflects the spirit of Masantol and its people. This costume, wrapped in deep velvet fabric, represents the rich riverbeds that have sustained the town for generations. Shimmering crystals mirror the sun on the waves, while the flowing fringe echoes the tides faced by hard-working fishermen. Its core is the talangka, a symbol of world-famous taba ng talangka and the resilient spirit of Masantoleños. A hometown of harvest, heart and soul, always standing tall, Masantol! Mexico. Kristan Manalo. Designer, Kevin Kayanan. Mais de Mexico. The Mais Festival honors our rich harvest and the enduring faith rooted in Santa Monica Parish Church. This costume celebrates Mexico's identity as Masico, a land blessed with abundant corn. Inspired by golden fields, it represents the strength, resilience, and heritage of our people. The velvet fabric reflects our fertile land, while handcrafted beads symbolize our humble beginnings and bright future. Intricate laces echo the beauty of the church and the artistry of our farmers. And its heart, the corn, stands as our life and pride. The kalman agintuking yatu, aliwa pamuri ning gintong butil ning Mexico. Minalin, Jeff Delarama. Designer, Marie Linoy of JML Creations. Golden Harvest of Minalin, representing Minalin, known as the egg basket of Luzon. This costume shines in golden pride, with duck of grace and radiant wings, reflecting waters where rich harvests thrive. Adorned in hues of sunlit gold, it honors life that rivers and wetlands provide, a symbol of abundance and strength, where nature and livelihood beautifully collide. King Gintong Ebon megumpisaing ningning, tuneng ipagmaragol ning Minalin! Porak, Jericho, Austria. Designer, Derek Maniego and Porak Young Artist Bundok Bundukaid. Rising from the fertile lands where Porak has its 5 uplines, namely Camillas, Diaz, Inararo, Sapangwak, and Villa Maria. These areas are known for their natural landscapes, including rivers, waterfalls, and high terrain. This costume stands as the majestic tribute to the enduring spirit and fruitful history of Porak, especially to the Aita community. The design is further elevated by earthy tones, layered textures to honor both land and its wildlife, giving the attire a radiant, blending botanical heritage of the presence of modern Poraqueño. Taranat manik karing bundok ning Porac, balikan ning milabas at sagakgak, mi pasnok at malyari kang gulisak, Porac! City of San Fernando, Dave Gioco, designer Santino Rivera. Parol ning Lacan, the radiance of San Fernando. This radiant ensemble honors the city of San Fernando, the Christmas capital of the Philippines and home of Giant Lantern Festival. Inspired by the brilliance of the parol, it features vibrant colors and intricate patterns symbolizing light, hope, and unity of the Kapampangan spirit. The striking headdress and sunburst backpiece reflect the grandeur of the giant lantern, crafted through the generations of passion, artistry, innovation by the Fernandino artisans. Luwidyaing San Fernando, parol ning Lacan, sagisag ning ningning, dangal at pagkakakilanlan. San Luis, Jolo, Aries, Pasababor, designer Simeon Cayetano. Kabagsak, San Luis, Pampanga is a town rich in history and cultural identity. Long before it became known by its present name, it was called San Nicolas Kabagsak. The word Kabagsak comes from a Kapampangan term meaning a place abundant with bats, locally called paniki. The name reflects the town's natural environment in the past, where fruit bats thrive among the trees. Today, the spirit of Kabagsak lives on not in the shadows of bats, but in the heart of the people who continue to honor their rich and meaningful heritage. Experience the feeling that you really exist in a place called San Luis. San Simon, John Ray Nugid, designer Kevin Kayanan. Pabaksan. Behold Pabaksan of San Simon, where heritage meets progress. This masterpiece honors our patron saints San Simon and Nuestra Senora del Pilar and reflects the spirit of our growing community. It represents our three pillars: Pale for golden rice, Bakal for resilient iron, and Asan for the bounty of Pampanga River. Every detail from the abaca and jute still accents and rice grains tells a story of strength, faith, and hard work. A modern warrior scarecrow, it stands a proud symbol of San Simon's rich past and promising future. Bakal maning sikanan, Pale at Asan ing kabiyayan, San Simon! Santa Ana, Francis Gonzalez. Designer, Darwin Lianco Reyes. Mahiganga. The Mahiganga costume is a vibrant and culturally inspired display reflecting the rich heritage and traditions of Santa Ana in a colorful way. This giant Magiganga puppet symbolizes unity, festivity, hope, and dreams, capturing the spirit of the community each and every day. The costume is intricately adorned with galletas and cacao leaves, a tribute to delicacies the town proudly gives. It embodies artistry, pride, and identity. Arrancada Santa Ana! Sasmuan! Mark Gonzalez. Designer, MJ Sanchez Bell. Tagak. The Tagak costume is inspired by the elegant heron, a bird that represents the rich wetlands of the municipality of Sasmuan. It features flowing white fabrics, feather details, and graceful silhouettes that mimic the bird's natural poise. Each element reflects the harmony between nature and the community, highlighting Sasmuan's cultural and environmental heritage. Designed with intricate craftsmanship, it captures both strength and serenity in every movement. A proud symbol taking flight from our hometown Sasmuan, forever rising like the dawn, Sasmuan! Santa Rita, Alvin Bautista, designer Kevin Kayanan, Pamana de Santa Rita. This costume honors the Duman makers of Santa Rita by using dry stalks and native material wooden with care. Through the traditional pamaglala method, this ensemble was created with a detailed design that shows their hard work and flair. Decorated with golden hearts and leaves, this outfit highlights the rich harvest that fulfills every dreamer's life. This masterpiece celebrates the tireless spirit of our farmers, proving that our culture is a treasure worth more than any prize in the land. Mabayat maning presyo king bulsa, sulit naman pauli ning manyaman at mayaman na kultura. Arriba Santa Rita! Santo Tomas, AJ Laxad, designer Kevin Pasion Salazar. Sala ning Pamada, Tagabante ning Dangal, representing the casket capital of Pampanga, Santo Tomas. Clad in gradient white and gold, this regal masterpiece is crowned with chandeliers of eternal light, surrounded by sacred candles and draped in majestic cape of remembrance. Bearing a golden coffin, a symbol of honor and master craftsmanship, this costume transforms mourning into magnificence, celebrating a town where artistry gives dignity even beyond life. Where every flame tells a story, rising a king of eternal light, dangal dareng tune matikas, pamana ning palaspas, Santo Tomas! crafted with pride, inspired by heritage, a true mark of excellence for the man who will rise above all. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present to you the crown of Mr. Pampanga 2026, masterfully done by Kyle Uy Heroka.
Crown of Legacy for a man whose influence reaches beyond the present, touching lives, shaping futures, and inspiring generations to come. Crown of Humanity, a reflection of compassion, kindness, and genuine service, honoring a man whose heart reaches beyond himself to inspire and uplift the lives of others. Crown of Excellence, earned by a man who dares to go further, push harder, and rise higher, until greatness is no longer a goal, but his identity. Crown of Honor, a symbol of dignity, respect, and noble leadership bestowed upon a gentleman whose presence uplifts and whose actions speak far beyond words.
Pampanga, the official crown of